students, if you are using the online version of Office 365, it is very easy to create a document. For example, I'm going to create a Word document right here. However, it is very easy also for those documents to become very scattered and unorganized. So I'm going to show you how to correct that problem. If you're saving on the desktop version, there's an entirely different process that is shown in another video. But you can see here that I've created a Word document online very quickly and very simply by just logging into Office 365 and then by clicking on Word. Once I do that and the file is created, I can move up here, quickly change there and give it a name. So I can call this example 40365. And now that file is saved, and it's being saved all the time. And so I can exit out of this, and it's automatically going to be saved in my OneDrive. And it will show here on my Office 365 dashboard as a recent file, and it will also show in my OneDrive. So if I click on my OneDrive, it is going to show that file that I just created. However, if I continue to create files like that, there's not going to be any sort of organization at all for them. And so I want to show you how to get around that. So you can see here that I have a number of folders, and the folders are always going to appear first. And if I scroll down on the left side, I will find the file that I just created, which right here, example 40365. So if I single click right there, single left click right there, I can then choose how I want to organize this to. So I can click Move To, and I can choose the folder that I want to move that to. And it's going to show me a list of all my folders, and I'm going to move that into co-teaching lesson, and then I'm going to click Move Here. And once I click Move there, that document is going to be taken out of the general OneDrive and into the folder where I just saved it. So it's going to be saved into the co-teaching lessons. So I can double left click on the co-teaching lessons, and I will see that my example for Office 365 is right there. Notice right here is a navigational tool, so I can back up to files right there and single left click on that, and it will take me back out to the general Office 365. Now let me show you a simple trick that you may want to use to organize. So let's say that I already know I want this to be in the co-teaching lesson folder. I can go ahead and go into OneDrive and open that folder, and then I can click the New drop down here, and I can choose Word document. And now that Word document is going to automatically be created in the folder where I want it to be stored. So if I'm creating something for, say, an English class or a math class, and I know that I want it to be in the folder for that class, just go ahead and navigate to the folder first and then create that file. I will go ahead and name this file just so you can see the example and that it works correctly. So I'll call this one example 2. And again, it's being saved all the time, so I can exit out of this. Once I've exited the file, I return to the Office 365 dashboard. From there, I'm going to click on OneDrive to verify that the file did in fact save in the correct folder where I started creating the file from. So I'm going to let OneDrive load. Of course, it's going to show all of the folders and all of the files that are saved in my OneDrive, but what I'm really interested in is making sure that example 2, the file example 2, shows up in the co-teaching lessons folder. So I'm going to locate the co-teaching lessons folder, and I'm going to click on that to open it. Once that opens, I will see that example 2 is saved right there. So it's a lot easier probably to navigate to the folder you want to save in and then create the document as opposed to go back and try to organize afterwards. Hopefully that helps and gives some suggestions for how to save and how to manage your Office 365 and your OneDrive account.